to Camp Bastion, the Allies' biggest base and their main centre of operations out here in Afghanistan.
This is my home for several weeks. My digs are somewhere in here. They've sort of given me a rough idea where they are. I'm sure I'll find them. There's no tarmac roads or anything like that. The reason this place is called Camp Bastion is because of these walls all around us. And they're basically a bastion. That's what they are, and that's why it's called Camp Bastion. This is the launch pad to get battle groups out there fighting on the front line.
Now I'm joining our boys as they prepare for a new offensive to kick the Taliban out of their strongholds in the south. Operation Moshtarak. It's going to be the biggest British push for new ground in the war's 10-year history. Here at Camp Bastion, increased activity is everywhere, and I'm here to see history in the making. What are we up to today?
We're looking at going in and clearing an area that there are known insurgents in, and it's looking at sort of trying to clear the Taliban out of the area and to hold the ground and hopefully provide a stable platform for all the local nationals to actually live in.
How do you feel about being part of that?
We're all out here to do a job, and the quicker and the better we can get on and get that job done, then the easier it is for everyone.
Behind me is a convoy of vehicles that are going to support the ground troops. They're going to go out in a group. They're going to draw together forces they've never used before, because this is a very, very big push. They've invited us to go along. Let's have a look what they're taking. Leading the charge with its big sharp teeth is a completely new bit of kit, the Trojan ground and IED clearance vehicle. This is the first time the Trojan has been used in combat here in Afghanistan. Up until now, it's been a closely guarded secret, but they've taken the wraps off for us, and we're going to put it through its paces. Based on the Challenger tank, the Trojan is the new kid on the block in Afghanistan. It's literally just arrived in theatre, and it took the biggest plane in the world to get it here. The Antonov 124 with its incredible 73-metre wingspan and 150-tonne lifting capacity. Why has so much trouble and expense been taken to get the Trojan here? Well, she's heading up Operation Moshtarak, and expectations are very high. Sergeant Carl Bentley is a Trojan commander.
Bender's Bentley, what a name, fantastic. Now, this huge thing, it's the biggest thing I've seen out here. What is it?
This is the Trojan Armoured Vehicle Royal Engineers. It's used for obstacle creation, obstacle clearance.
It may look just like a giant plough, but in a desert war, that's perfect for many tasks.
Clear routes, be that a IED belt, a minefield, or if we come across some sort of wet obstacle like a small canal or ditch, something like that, we'd also cover that. Also, if we had to, we could do some sort of building operations, such as filling Hesco Bastion if we had to.
From construction to mine clearance, Trojan is a very versatile defensive weapon.
It looks like, if you pardon the pun, as I walked up to it, the sort of Swiss Army knife of tanks.
It has been called that before, once or twice.
The Trojan has two major components for clearing IEDs, a plough at the front and a Python trailer at the rear, which is generally used first.
This is what's called the Python trailer. It hasn't got the box on at the minute, but inside the box would be an explosive hose that's 228 metres long. That's held in the box by a retardation pack, a big rope that holds it in. And then that's fired over our heads by a rocket that's held up there.
Are you kidding me?
No. And then once it lands, wherever it lands, after a short delay, the hose will explode, approximately 1.5 tons of explosives, clearing any mines or IEDs we've got in front of us. Hopefully, and then if it doesn't, we drive through the plough on the front.
Any undetonated IEDs remaining will be scooped up by the Trojan's huge teeth.
lift the IEDs up and then push them out to the side, or at least disrupt the IEDs and the chain that the IEDs form.
Well, what happens if one goes off underneath this?
Well, the plough's actually built, it's designed to take a number of hits.
That's why it looks so menacing and so mean.
You can do, yeah.
An ideal advanced vehicle to lead troops and supplies safely to frontline positions.
Could be used to get troops there, or could also be used to clear the route for a combat logistics patrol, or just to open up any route that's needed by the commanders.
Right, so if there's anything in this Trojan's path, you're pretty convinced that you can get through it?
Absolutely anything.
But clearly it's gonna weigh a bit.
Yeah, it weighs about 68 tonnes when it's up armoured as it is now. It holds about 1,500 litres of fuel, but it only does about 1 mile to 4 gallons.
1 mile to 4 gallons?
Yeah, approximately that,
What's the size of the engine then?
It's about 27 litres.
A 27 litre engine?
Yeah.
Horsepower?
About 1,200.
That's about 15 times bigger an engine than the average family car.
Now, this massive, chunky armour, I've never seen armour like it.
Well, this is the add-on armour. We have armour behind that, which is the bog standard vehicle, but because of the type of operations we're conducting out here, we've actually got extra armour on the side and on the front of the vehicle.
We've got the bar armour up here, and then behind we've got this huge crane. What's the crane for?
That's the excavator arm. The object of the excavator is to clear obstacles or create obstacles to our front. We use it by moving that big bundle of pipes, which is known as a fascine, which is French for bundle of sticks, and we can lift that round to our front, drop it into a ditch, and if it was a wet ditch, then it would still allow the water to pass through, forming a culvert.
What have you got in terms of countermeasures? Have you got anything in there that you can defend or fight from?
Well, on the top I've got an overhead weapon system, which is a 7.62 machine gun. Also, we've got smoke discharges on the front, and we've also got a smoke generator on the tank, which means we can put fuel onto the exhaust manifold, which will create our own smoke screen as well.
Now, the Trojan is brand new to this theatre of war, to Afghanistan. What difference do you think it's going to make?
Well, hopefully it's going to save lives, because we can choose where we want to go, rather than being channeled where the Taliban want us to go.
And obviously, because it is new here, Bender, the enemy haven't seen it yet, and when they do see it, what do you reckon they're going to make of it?
Well, hopefully they're going to be scared of it and run away.
I should think they will be. I nearly did when I first see you turn up.
It looks like they're just about to pull off, so it's about to get very noisy here. Watch this lot. You can really feel the ground shake. I wonder what the Taliban are going to make of that lot coming down the road.